It's the Velvet Room.
I've been waiting for you.
Hello, Igor.
The time has come for you to wield your power.
Sweet.
The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions.
Boo.
That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
The nature of my power?
Your power is unique.
Ah, we're special.
It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce.
So I'm going to give you a new character. Usually it's Elizabeth, and she's like the hottest chick you'll ever meet.
But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you.
You fuse personas together to make stronger personas. It's a
Ah,
whole
but
thing.
before I forget, do you recall when I mentioned another resident of this room?
resident of this
Tell
room.
me, when you think of this person, what do you see?
So, because I've never done Persona 3 Portable, if we pick, I think it's a woman, that gives us Elizabeth, who is the standard assistant in the Velvet Room. But specifically, we can actually get a different guy. So I'm going to say, is it a man?
I see. Then let's bring him out for a proper introduction.
So this is a new character I'm not
My
familiar
name
with.
is Theodore.
Hello,
But
Theodore.
please,
Oh, he's a
feel
babe.
free to call me Theo. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My assistant will aid you as well. Until then, farewell.
So normally you'd have Elizabeth there, but we've got Theo. Cool.
Hey, are you alright?
I mean, I'm having some trouble with the emulator. I'm using PPSSPP version 1.11.3. I'm hoping this new PlayStation subscription service will let me just fucking buy Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Not gonna happen though. Really? A zombie? I opened this door.
Huh? What door?
You can't see the
I don't see any door.
the door that's right there. They don't seem to see the door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
So no one else can see the Velvet Room.
Don't worry, though. I got you covered whenever you need it, man.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, bro. Help. You can check your own status by pushing the triangle button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. You can also pay money to heal by accessing the clock. So, you've got the Velvet Room there. Everyone is stood around here. The bike is there. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to save. And this is where it gets fun, kids, because you got to explore the dungeon. But we're only going to be looking at the first floor. Sorry, I was just making notes then. So what we can do is we can talk to people. Akihiko says, since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Mitsuru says, don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Junpei says, alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be in charge. Yukari says, so this is Tartarus. There's an unknown device there. Some kind of device you've never seen before. It doesn't seem to be functioning right now. That's the exit. There's this. I don't know what this does. I keep equipment that helps me search for information in there. Please don't touch it. So that is Mitsuri's motorbike. That's where we save. And if we want to move on into the dungeon, we go in. Are you ready? Ready. Good luck. So this is where the actual Tartarus. Go for the following block. One block. Inside Tartarus.
This is it, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope I don't get lost.
I hope you don't get lost as well.
Can you all hear me?
I can.
Whoa. Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Audio backup.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day.
Oh, so even if we leave and come back, it'll be a different maze, huh?
That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
It shouldn't be too tough
Practice
on
makes
the first.
perfect.
We're just gonna, storyline-wise, we can only do the first
Right.
floor, so
Got it.
it shouldn't be too bad. Although I've not played Persona in a very long
Why does she
time.
always like that?
Why is she always like that? Because she's, you know, serious business. You could die. Let's begin. Keep in mind these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. So we move around with the stick. We can attack like that. Is this really inside our school? It'd be funny if where we are now is in front of our classroom. I wonder how much Mitsuri Senpai really understands us. We do have a mini-map. It will fill in as we go, so it's showing you there. There's a little cross, so there's some treasure. And it gave us a medicine. There's also some blood stains, which is fucked up. And every floor is going to be like this. Watch out! I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of the battle. So there's the shadow. Try not to clip on people. Ha!
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Yes, please.
Primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Though skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Okay.
The enemy's vulnerable.
Here's
Attack
a
again.
chance. Let's get him.
Yes.
Get back here,
Team up.
son of a...
Got it. Got 5 XP and a snuff soul. Yeah, it's a little scrub enemy. Keep an eye on the map on the left corner. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. So that's the next floor. We're not allowed to go there, though. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to leave the floor. It's important that you gain experience. Now, kill all the shadows. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponents and strike first. This is a... Yeah, if you're able to strike... This is standard bullshit for... Oh. Ah! Fucking hell. Where'd he go? Ah! Haha! You leash. Interesting.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yes, please.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack.
I don't... Yeah.
Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Yes.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Oh! I didn't want to do that. Sorry, that's my failed binding there. Sorry about that. Whoops. Pain it. L.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. Persona! You struck the enemy's weak point. Took the enemy down. The enemy's weakness is fire.
Where is skill? Aggie.
I summon you!
Yes, excellent attack.
Just
Good.
one more!
Can't lose to him. Who's the man?
Got a revival bead and 10 XP. We got a medicine. There's lots of blood everywhere. Oh, this bit's crumbled. No, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. No, I want to talk to you. You don't have any new lines. Okay. There seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. Wow, it is a giant map. I got fucked then, unfortunately.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle?
Yes.
If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack.
Yes,
Would you like more detail?
I would.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action.
Hell yes.
In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again.
Oh yes.
Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up.
If only I were good.
This strategy is essential to securing victory.
Sounds pretty easy, but when you're at like fucking floor 973 of a dungeon and you've got
However,
nothing left.
remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance
Exactly.
cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yep.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
I'd also like to point out
You attacked the enemy's weak point.
One more!
got an extra go.
I summon you!
You exploited the enemy's weakness.
We get all of this because
You attacked the enemy's weak
Here's
point.
our chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
and they're all dead. But ooh, mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. Yay, this is what I like. Help. After battle, you occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the ones shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which have a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card you want and try and pick it. We want the one in the middle. Press the X button when your desired card is directly in front. We want the persona in the middle. You drew a card of the persona Pixie. Yay! You have welcomed Pixie into your heart. Hey Pixie! Sweet! Yukari's persona, Io, has leveled up. Strength has increased by 1. Ma has increased by 1. N has increased by 1. Junpei's persona, Hermes, has leveled up. Strength has increased by 1. N. Lu. So if we go into the menu, you can actually look at the equipment. We've got an imitation Naginata. So Katoni has got imitation Naginata, classical blouse, vamp loafers, and a portable player. Yukari has got a practice bow, a knit cardigan, brown loafers, and a heart choker. And Junpei's got an imitation katana, a dress shirt, a straight tip, and a silver necklace. You can also see your social links here. Pixie! So we can swap from Orpheus to Pixie. She's got to level up. So we're going to just whack Pixie on. Probably going to be a mistake, but we got a medicine for it. Tutorial dungeon, kids. Now be very careful, because we're hunting wabbits. Alright, we got a... I detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging this enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takaba to heal you. Press the triangle button to open the menu screen. From there you can recover HP with skills and items. You can use your friend's skills from there as well, so feel free to keep doing so while keeping an eye on their SP. I think we're okay. We've got 77 of 83 hit points. Oh, Junpei's a bit rough, actually. There you go. There you go, Junpei. That'll do us. This is going to be a rougher fight, you see. Let's try and get behind it. Ha!
There's a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually.
Is it Rush?
You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Yes, I would.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone.
Well, because there's only one
So
of
if
you.
you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team's comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you?
Yeah.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Right. Ow.
I couldn't defeat it.
Nice.
I summon you. Thanks. Yeah. I couldn't defeat it.
Yeah, because just using his shit weapons.
That one just won't die.
3 enemies remain. The enemy's weakness is fire. Excellent attack.
2 to go.
Please hit. This thing won't give up.
Damn. Couldn't finish it up.
I summon you!
Shot myself in the head to heal you.
Sweet!
It's not expecting me to have changed like this, you see, but I've changed, because...
One more.
Nice.
Whoa, nice!
This thing won't give up!
Damn. Couldn't finish it up.
I should be able to get it now, though. Shuffle time. Select the cards after they have been shuffled. So there's one there that we want and one there that we've already got. I think, yeah, that's the one we want. We drew the card of the persona Apsaris. You've welcomed Apsaris into your heart. Cool. Yukari's persona Io has leveled up. Ma has increased by 1. N has increased by 1. Lu has increased by 1. Junpei's persona Hermes has leveled up. Strength by 1. Ma. N. Nice. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. But if they get too far away while split up, you will not be able to use skills or items on them. Be careful of that. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. When your party members get too far away, the portrait at the bottom right of the screen will darken and skills and items cannot be used on them. Also, party members may encounter shadows while split up. While they are in battle, you will not be able to change their equipment. Which order will you give? Split up. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points, and items. However, if they are not very strong, they can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
As you can see, they're being nice there. I found the access point. What do you want to do? Let's stay
Okay,
here.
then I'll look around some more.
Is there something down here, though?
Everyone, return to the leader.
I was hoping for a chest. Anyway, that's the basics of dungeons. Might do mine 0 as well. Good, you found the access point. Please return to the entrance. Okay, there's nothing else to do. Here you go. He found a medicine and gave it to us. Cool. It seems you've returned to the entrance.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, I'm beat.
I think we want to go with Pixie and just level Pixie up. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work out what I'm going
That's
to do
because you were bouncing
persona-wise.
around like a little kid.
Yeah, you fucking tool.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily.
Right, it's a time outside of time.
Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Shut up, boy who couldn't come because he was tired. In any event, By combining your powers with your teams, you are able to stand against the shadows. You feel a bond forming between yourselves. Huh? You felt the power of your heart intensify, as if in reaction to the bond between your friends. Yeah, I think we ranked up full. I think I'm going to stick with Pixie. The C's social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. Just like Yukari and Junpei, you feel tired as well. You decide that it would be best to return to your room and rest. And a good place to end the session as well. So what we'll do is... Oh, I can't remember the buttons. Triangle? Yeah. Yeah. Aspirus is... you can see the details. Does Bufu, but Pixie is low, but you know, once you start leveling that shit up, hell yes. We wanna... I think we're just gonna can we pop into the Velvet Room quickly? Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Well, I suppose it's time for me to explain what I really do here. It is my job to create new personas, but in order to do so, I must fuse your persona cards together. In other words, I shall merge them into a single persona. The number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. We've never seen a visitor with this many possibilities before. If you establish social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas too. This should prove very interesting. So as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. If you wish to learn about fusing personas in more detail, then talk to me so I may give you some hints. And Theo says, how may I help you? And we're just going to leave. Well then, I look forward to your next visit. I wanted that dialogue gone, basically. That's all that was. So, what would you like to do? Save. And I think we'll call it there. Because we can talk to everyone. I'm feeling tired. Let's go back. Everyone's tired, you see. Dude, I can't take it anymore. I'm starving. We're in a time outside time. You guys did a great job, but you won't have to shoulder the burden forever. Shh, if only I hadn't gotten injured. From now on, you'll select your party here before you enter Tartarus. I'll explain the details some other time. Très bien. You did well today. Now let's head back to the dorm. Over here is an unknown device. Let's not fuck with that. The dark hour will soon be over. It will be the next day when you stop exploring and return to the dorm. Would you like to return to the dorm? We have to return to the dorm. You decided to stop exploring and return to the dorm. Yeah. And this is where we'll pick up next time.